Hi there, I'm Phil. Thanks so much for joining me here in beautiful Brazil. Today, I want to show you guys a super easy Delta blues in the key of D. Check this out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Thanks again for joining me. If you're new to my channel, I'm Phil. I'm just about a year into being a digital nomad music teacher, traveling around, doing my online lessons, building my channel. So I appreciate all your time and support. I want to help you as much as possible. I've also got a few openings for some private students if you really want some individual help with everything. I love the blues, jazz, gypsy jazz, improvising, jamming, heavy metal, anything. I'd love to help you. And every student makes a big difference. Every student matters to me a lot. So again, thank you so much for the time. Like and subscribe and all that crazy stuff. And let's get back into it. Now in the key of D, we have 3 chords. We've got a D7, a G7, and an A7. If you don't have your 12-bar blues memorized as letters and as numbers, definitely check out some of my videos. I got a whole cool playlist of beginner blues ideas. Super important, super simple stuff that you can learn. So let's break this down for you. The best thing to do first is just to learn the bass line on its own. This is super cool. You don't always have to add the chords. So all we're doing for each chord is just playing a simple 4-note bass line. So for our 1 chord, the D, this is what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See if you can find that by ear just by watching me or listening to me. There's our D right there. Now, our 4 chord, the G, we're going to start right down here on our G, and we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Just a 4-note bass line on every chord. And for our A, we're going to keep this extra simple. This is our 5 chord. And we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple as that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You might have noticed at the end of my little performance at the beginning, I also did a turnaround where we went. That's bonus points for later. I'll break that down at the end of the video more as well. So if you haven't scribbled down the order of the chords yet, make sure to do that. This is the most important thing, is to memorize the order of chords in your 12-bar blues. So let me put it all in order for you with just the bass line. It doesn't matter what fingers you use when you're just playing the bass, because you might want to play this on your own with nice convenient fingers. We're going to change them for our Delta blues so that we can have other fingers in our chords. Okay, let's play the whole thing. Check this out. A 1, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, D, 2, 3, 4. D. Here's our G, 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 and D, D, and A, G, D, A, and back to the top. Yeah, I just used the simple patterns for the last two chords. Remember, we're going to replace those with that cool turnaround later in the video. Okay, so let's add those chords. Check this out. For our D, we're just going to play our classic D7, right? 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd fret. But you'll notice I'm using weird fingers, right? I got my 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and my pinky on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. Because I need my middle finger, not to give you guys the middle finger, to play our bass line. So check this out. Oh, and for today, I'm playing the chords on all the ands. It's got kind of a Stevie Ray Vaughan kind of feel. And it's the simplest rhythm we can play. Later, you can do all sorts of coordination stuff by playing on different beats, breaking the chords into single notes, and all sorts of other cool stuff. Check this out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm using 3 fingers. Each finger takes a string for our chord, and that's really all there is to it. If you haven't played much with your fingers, think of your fingers as stabbing into the guitar, just lining up like that. That's a great place to start. And make sure your thumb is off to the side a little bit so it's not smacking into your 1st finger. So let's take a look at the G. Now, here's a big G7 chord, which means for the first 3 strings, all we need is your 1st finger. There's our chord, which frees up some fingers really nicely for the bass line. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simple as that. Let's do our 5 chord, the A. So here's a basic A7 chord. If you didn't already know it. Really nice, really simple little chord. But for the first 3 strings, all we need is 1 finger. Doesn't matter which finger you use. I've been using my middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd string. There's our easy A7. And I'll use my 1st finger for the bass line. Check this out. That's it. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1. So there are your 3 chords. Learn them all individually. Practice each one on its own until it becomes really automatic. Then you can put them in order and you've got your entire 12-bar blues. Now, let's take a look at that turnaround. Turnarounds are just those classic, cool little blues endings that happen in the last 2 bars of our 12-bar blues. Again, I've got lots of really cool videos in my beginner blues playlist about creating your own turnarounds and doing other cool stuff. So for today, our bass line is going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we start on a D. This is the second last bar. So D. And we're walking up to the A, which is the beginning of the last bar. I'll do that again. So open 4th string, then 6th string, and open 5th string. There's our A. Now, for our chords, for my D7, it's more of a D9, but check this out. We're just going to use your first finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and we're going to use the open 1st string as an easy little 2-string chord shape. Listen to how this sounds. It's a little stretchy over there because you got to keep your first finger curled around to make sure you're not hitting the 1st string. So 2, 3, 4, and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to play that original A7 chord. Again, middle finger, 2nd fret, 4th string, 3rd finger, 2nd fret, 2nd string. And to give this a kind of a jazzier, a little more tension in there, I'm going to add my 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 1st string. This gives a little bit of an augmented sound. If you don't know what that means, don't worry about it. It just sounds really cool. So, all right. That adds a little tension and it makes you want to resolve. Go back to the beginning to your D7. 4, 1, 3. Yeah. So there is our turnaround at the end and a breakdown of all those individual parts. If you like this kind of stuff, if you made it this far, thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to check out my other videos. I appreciate all the support. Everything helps a ton to grow my channel and to help more people play more guitar. Appreciate your time. Have an amazing day, and I will see you soon.